This is Legends Gaming, and today we've got for you a very fun Krillin blue-yellow deck. I love this deck. This dude is great. He is very slept on in my opinion. This guy is so strong. The fact that he draws you 3 cards on the Awakened side every turn, and like I said, just slept on. So for those of you who are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos coming out. So to get into the deck profile, we got Krillin. He is just your generic. When this card attacks a leader card, you may choose 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do, you draw 1 card. Now the Awakening is a little lackluster, I'll give you that, but it's worth it. When your life is at 4 or less, you choose up to 1 of your energy switches to active mode and flip this card over, and you've got, boom, Stormfist Krillin with the big old head. He has 2 autos for this one. Auto, when he attacks, you draw 1 card. And at the end of your turn, you draw 1 card. So you're going to get 3 draws for each turn when this dude awakens. You got 1 for your turn, 1 for when you attack, and at the end of your turn. And he also has a neat little activate main for once per turn. You choose 1 card in your hand, and you take it to your drop area. This card gains critical and 5k for the turn. I love that. Very powerful, very strong. So to get into the profile, we've got 2 of the Zeno Cosmic Union, or Unison. I love this dude. He masses out on your energy really fast. Now, given you don't get to keep it, but the fact that you get to extend your plays, and it's just great for blue. So he has a +2 activate main. If your leader card is mono blue, you place the top card of your deck in your energy, and you can't place cards in your energy for the rest of the turn. But at the end of your turn, you place the card you placed in your energy with the skills on its drop area. So automatically you're going to be 1 energy ahead of your opponent as long as this dude's out. And then he has a neat little -5 for an activate main. You choose all of your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier and shuffle them back into the owner's decks. That's very powerful. Many decks in this meta allow them to recycle cards from their drop area, and the fact that you're not even putting them in there, you're just shuffling them back on the deck, is strong. So we're also running 2 of the Baby the Unknown Parasite. You absolutely have to run this dude. I even run him in my Invoker build. He's just great for added pressure. So he's got a +2 activate main. You draw 1. That's good. And it's a +2. A +2. For a -5 activate main, if your leader card is mono blue. Oh, by the way, my Invoker is the Vegeta leader, not the Goku. That's why he's mono blue. But if your leader card is mono blue, it gets +15k power and double strike for the turn. And until the start of your next turn, you can't activate mono blue cards with counter skills from your hand by choosing 2 cards in your hand and you're discarding them instead of paying the energy cost. Love that. So much pressure for your leader. So we're also running 3 of the, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, Ivan and Owamo. Universe 1 Destroyer and Angel. This guy's great. Now the other one is better. This is more of a budget build for those that don't want to drop a whole lot of money on a very fun deck, and a deck that can actually do pretty well in my opinion in the local scene. But I do like this card. It's a permanent. When placing this card in your energy area, you may choose 1 blue and 1 yellow card from your drop area and send it to a warp. If you do, you negate the energy exhaust skill so that's good. Instead of it going into rest mode when you charge it, you automatically get to use it. That's great. He also has an activate main for 1 blue and 1 yellow. You choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Love that. Then at the start of your opponent's next main phase, choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. Now, one thing that I like to do with this, I did face a Majin Vegeta deck, and I didn't actually get to use it, but I had it prepared to where if they were going to bounce the Majin Vegeta, the 3-drop, to the bottom of their deck so that they could play it for 1 energy on their Awakened side, I was going to do that. I was going to choose another card to place it on the bottom to interrupt that play. So that's just a little action for you. So for my super combo of choice, meta is still very fast and very aggro. So we've got 4 Zamasu, Sacred Disbelief. He's just whenever you combo with him. Now, there's no life specification, so whenever you combo, so it could be turn 1, 8 life, doesn't matter. He gets a plus 10k buff, and you choose either a battle card or a leader card and put it into rest mode. Love that. You can disrupt them drawing a card for their turn, anything. It's great. That will also help you with your arrival stuff. So we're also running 2 of the Great Ape Son Goku Saiyan Instincts. Love this dude. He's a energy cost of 2, activate main 2, using this card from drop area to your warp, draw 2 cards. So basically, if you're trying to dig for something and you're just not getting it, he's going to be extra combo fodder to save you from an attack. And then later on, you're like, hey, tap 2 energy, draw 2, awaken, something like that. So we're also running our blue-yellow check lands, Beerus, Fickle God. Basically, he just says if you have a blue-yellow multicolor card in your energy, whenever you charge him, you ignore the energy exhaust. Gotta put that dude in here. He's great. We're also running 3 of the Vegeta Energy Salvo. This guy comes in absolute clutch. If you are pushing for game and you're just not getting the hits out there, now like I said, with the leader drawing 3 cards every turn, you're going to have a massive hand size. Oh, I had to stop my cat. She's trying to jump up here. Like I said, you're going to have a massive hand size. Basically, you just choose... Now, you can only have 1 out at a time, but you tap 1 energy, and if you have a blue-yellow multicolor card in your energy, you choose 1 of your blue-yellow multicolor cards, battle cards, with an energy cost of 3 or less, and place it in its owner's drop area, and you play this card from your hand and draw 1. So, like I said, if you're pushing for game and you're just not getting it through, and you're wasting their resources, and you're pulling them down, and you need that little extra push, you just tap 1, ditch something that's 3 costs or less, play this dude, draw another card. Love it. We're also running 4 of the Ultra Instinct Son Goku, the Unstoppable. Anything that's going to be like any kind of mid-range or anything, you got to run this dude in blue. He's just great. He's a 4 cost, but he's a counterplate and a counter attack. So for both windows, and his skills can't be negated by your opponent's skills. And when you play this card, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, return it to its owner's hand, and if it's your opponent's card, you draw 1 card. So like I said, this deck draws you a lot. Very great. And we could not run blue and yellow without... This dude is straight MVP, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, he's so great. So you got 4 of the Son Goku and Hit Supreme Alliance. This dude has an arrival, blue, yellow, and for 1 blue, you just play him out. So it's your opponent's turn, that's your turn, anything. And he's a blocker. And for an activate battle once per turn, if your leader card is blue or yellow, you switch this card to active mode. I love this dude. Pretty much like unless they use a skill to kill this dude, he's not going anywhere once I bring him out. He's great. And also, we have 2 of the Super Saiyan Trunks God Sealing Technique. Love this dude. Primarily, I like to hold this dude in my hand. Now, if you've got a Unison card out, you do not have to pay the energy cost of this whatsoever. But what I'll do is I'll wait for my opponent to play something that I absolutely do not want them to play, like their game finisher or something like that. Pitch this dude from your hand, bounce it. They ain't having it. So for a little more field removal, I did take this dude in. I love this dude. For an activate main for 1 blue energy, if your leader card is blue or green, which is blue, and you discard this card from your hand, you choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 3 or less and place them at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. I love that. Absolutely love that. This deck needed a little bit more removal. I may actually move that up to 3, especially for the decks that mass out stuff so early. Now we're also running 2 of the Energetic Frenzy Kefla. Oh my god, this card is amazing. I love this card. You can only play 1 in your battle area at a time, but for a permanent, you reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each of your blue battle cards. So like I said, a lot of your deck is going to be mass playing stuff on your opponent's turn. This deck is very, very defensive. For an activate main once per turn, you draw 2 cards, and this is once per turn, every turn. Love this. So your opponent's pretty much going to try to kill this off as quickly as possible because you're getting some massive draw power off of this. So like I said, once per turn, you got to draw 2. Then at the start of your opponent's next main phase, you choose up to 2 of your blue energy and switch them back to active mode. Holy moly donut shop. Love that. So we're also running 4 of the Violent Rush Bojack. This dude's just too good not to throw in here. I love this guy. He's a barrier and unique, so you only have 1 at a time, but he has an Aegis blue-yellow. So if it's your opponent's turn during your defense step, you can pitch 1 blue and 1 yellow or multicolor blue-yellow once per turn. And you get to untap 2 energy. Love that. He also has an arrival blue-yellow and then 1 yellow energy, and you get to bring him out. I like to use this dude on my defense step. You're going to get basically almost a free 20k beater out there. And when this card activates Aegis, you draw 1 card. Now, I did only take 1 of this dude in here. To me, he's very, very situational. He's good, but very, very situational. So he's a 7-drop, triple strike, 30k. Permanent, you reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each of your battle cards that are blue and or yellow. That is strong. Don't let the 7-drop fool you. It can come out for a lot cheaper, but like I said, it's very situational. When you play this card, you flip your opponent's leader card to the front. If you do, your opponent can't activate the leader card's Awaken or Wish skills until the end of their next turn. Me, if I go to play this card, it is my kill shot. My absolute kill shot. Now, I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this. I'm only running 3 Sensu Bean. The reason being is all the PlayStation I've done with this deck, 3 was plenty. I actually didn't need any more. I had a 4th in here, decided to take him out because I was seeing too much of it instead of other cards that I was needing to see, like my arrivals and stuff like that. So for the time being, there's 3. He's your... If you've been playing this game for any amount of time, you should know that Sensu Bean, he costs, or activate battle, he costs 1, gives whatever you choose, either a leader or a battle card, a 5k buff for the turn, and then you untap 2. And we're also running 4 Dimension Magic. You absolutely can't run anything blue nowadays without Dimension Magic. Love this dude. He is a cost 1, negate the attack, untap 2. And for the Sparking 5, which is why I love this card, if you have 5 cards, at least 5 cards in your drop area, you can activate this negate from your hand without paying its energy cost. You just take a life and add it to your hand instead. I like to bait up my opponent that way. So we're also running 3 Flying Nimbus. The meta is just way too fast right now, and even for defensive decks, it's hard to stay alive during your push turn or your game-winning go. This is, you tap 1, you negate, you pitch 1 yellow card, they can only swing with 1 more battle card for the turn. And I absolutely had to put in Frost Deadly Poison. This dude is still so good, in my opinion. Oh my god, he's so good. There is no card like it. No card like it. He does cost 3, but if the battle card your opponent is playing is played in rest mode with its skills negated for the duration of the turn, then you draw 1. Then, if your life is at 3 or less, you choose up to 1 of your blue or yellow energy and switch it to active mode. So in the end, he only costs you 2, and he literally, like, no matter what it is, secret rare, anything, it's put in a rest mode, skills negated. Love it. So I had to put in 2 of the Furthering Destruction Champa just because you can couple those 2 together. You take a card, you pitch it, give your leader card plus 5k critical. You swing, your opponent says no negates. You combo with this Joker, making him a 30k crit double strike. Absolutely deadly. People don't like that. And for a little extra pressure, I had to throw in my favorite Overrealm card. This is still my favorite. He is a 7-drop, but for an Overrealm 7 and for 1 energy, he's a 25k double striker that draws you 2 cards. Amazing push. So, guys, what'd you think of the Stormfist Krillin deck profile? Like I said, I love this dude. He's so much fun and so slept on. Give him a shot. Tell us what you think. Is there anything that you would change with it? What's the build that you run? I've actually thought about making a red-blue build with this as well. So that may be something I try out here soon. But as always, we like to hear from you guys. Give us some feedback. We like to talk to you. And till next time, peace.